Hello everyone, we are here on another road trip adventure, and on this adventure I thought it would be interesting to go see the filming sites for the Karate Kid movie. The Karate Kid movie is a classic from the 80s, and I just thought it would be fun to go around Southern California and see what there is then and what is still left today. So come along for this adventure. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome to the PedrozaTravel channel, the place where we travel somewhere random every week. Today we are diving into the iconic 1984 film, The Karate Kid. We are going to go explore some of the unforgettable filming locations that brought this classic story to life. So grab your headbands and let's kick it off. The Karate Kid is about this kid who moves from Newark, New Jersey to Southern California. Why the mom is moving all the way from New Jersey to California just for a waitressing job is kind of questionable to me, but for the sake of the movie, we'll just go with it. Anyhow, so we will see that the majority of the movie centers in this area that we know as the San Fernando Valley. But I think the movie, they just call it All Valley, which of course is not actually a place in California. But again, we're just going to go with it because it's a movie. As you can see, San Fernando kind of makes an easy place to visit because in California, we have freeways everywhere, and if you're lucky, you might actually get to drive on them. The movie starts with Daniel and his mom landing in Reseda, California on Satacoy Street at the South Seas apartment, which was not a set. There is actually an apartment complex and anyone can go there. This is where he first meets Mr. Miyagi and started his journey. The building has a distinctive mid-century style that reflects the era of this film. We're here across the street on a very busy street on Satacoy by the South Sea apartment buildings. Again, another filming location for the Karate Kid. Coming up to the Seven Seas apartments from a different angle, and this area used to be empty lot in the movie, but obviously it's not like that now. It got filled in with housing here. But it's interesting to walk through here at 19223 Satacoy. It's definitely very busy here. You can see the alleyway here. That would have been in the movie where Miyagi-san had his little workshop in the middle there. And then here in the beginning of the movie, they show here the entrance. Looks like it's fully, not much you can see from the gate, but you can see a little bit. Looks like the rock formation in the pool is still there, and Daniel's house would have been up there on the left. You can see over here the alleyway. Back in the day of the movie, Mr. Miyagi-san's workshop is back here, and this was a vacant field, but obviously over time it's changed, and now this vacant field is filled with housing. So things have changed, but some things are still the same, so it's kind of fun to see the difference. Next, we're going to head out to the beach. Specifically, we're going to head out to Leo Cabrillo State Park, which is the area where Daniel gets invited to a soccer game on the beach. The fact that they have a soccer game on this beach is kind of funny to me because A, this is a very small beach, and B, it's a very rocky beach. I mean, no wonder why Daniel gets hurt so much when he got kicked down, because there's rocks everywhere here. Here at Leo Cabrillo State Park, and this is where they filmed the beach scenes for the Karate Kid movie. This is where they did the soccer scene, the bebop scene, and then where Daniel LaRusso gets in trouble with the Cobra Kai and gets his, well actually it's Ali's radio gets broken, and then his, I believe he gets pushed in the sand for trying to kick one of the Cobra Kai leaders. So that's where this happened. It's kind of a rocky beach. It's very windy here, so hopefully this audio comes out okay. And it would be interesting to actually play soccer here for real, because it's very rocky. If you fall down here, it's gonna hurt. So just an interesting scenic area here. My best guess is this is about where Daniel meets Ali with an I.
Hey, Ali with an I. Hi, how you doing?
You can see that rock face in the movie, which is kind of the only one in the area.
Pretty good.
Highway number 1 here in California. It's a very scenic route. It's kind of fun. You have to go underneath the Pacific Coast Highway to get to the beach. Parking here was $3 an hour or $12 for all day. I just did 2-hour parking, which didn't even need that much to do the filming. This bridge is the outlet for water when it floods. And it's kind of interesting because it creates little tide pools down underneath here that you can look at. Sometimes you can see little fish stuck in these little pools of water, but very interesting. So the next place we're going to go visit is the All Valley High School, where the cool kids hang out, or maybe the kids who need more education, because I found out that the high school is actually the Hughes Adult Learning Center now. There are, of course, several scenes at the school, and Daniel says this school is horrible. But check this out, the school still has lockers. How can you not love a school that still has lockers? We are right now at the Hughes Adult Learning Center, which back in the 80s was the high school for the Karate Kid. And so, looks like it's closed, but I can get some shots. And so you can see as I turn around the camera, some of the scenes from the movie. This is the high school where they filmed the Karate Kid movie scenes. This is where they promised that they wouldn't fight each other until the soccer tournament began. So this is where that scene was taking place there. So kind of interesting. Don't see many schools anymore with lockers. They've been all taken away. And check that out. That's a payphone over there. Kind of interesting to see that area. At the school, Daniel finds out Allie, with an I, goes to the same high school as him. They say she comes from a rich family, but here's my question. If her family is so rich, why is she going to a public school? Don't all the rich kids go to a private school? Though, just to prove Allie's family has some money, the next location we are going to go to is Allie's house, which is up in Encino, California, which is not on the other side of the tracks, but it is on the other side of the freeway. So in California, I guess that kind of counts. If you decide to go to the house, be prepared to go up some twisty roads. I'm not sure why, but rich people like to live on twisty roads. It's a thing. I did get up to Allie's house, and it is a typical 80s rich person's house. I'm on the other side of town. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to be able to park, so I'm just filming where I can here. Let's see if I can park here. I'm up in the hills here in Encino on the other side of Reseda, and this would have been Allie's house. You can see the parking lot. Not many places to park here, so I'm just gonna sit on the side, but that would have been the house where Daniel picked up Allie at her house. You can see the door still there. It looks still pretty much the same as it was before. I noticed they built a little fence halfway up the stairs, and the roadway right in front of the house is red striped. My guess is they got tired of people parking in front of the house. Luckily for me, my clutch was working, and so I was promptly on my way to the next location, which was kind of a drive because it's all the way out in Downey, California, which is a very long drive from Encino, California. No wonder why they didn't get there until dark. We are here at the Norwalk Golf and Stuff in Norwalk, California, and this entrance is very familiar. In addition to being used for the Karate Kid, I think this might be controversial, but I'm gonna say this is a Disney thing too. I'll show you the picture. You can make the decision there. We've got a map here saying where we can go. We'll see. They have a little tribute here to the scenes that were, of course, filmed here. Karate Kid scenes. You can see them all here. They went on the little Indy Raceway. They were cruising out the parking lot, did some golfing there. See if they have an air hockey machine. I don't know if they do. Most of this stuff is set up out here for parties is what it looks like here. But very cool. Taking a look at the golf course here. If I remember there right, the movie there was a shoe. If I can find the shoe, I think that's where the scene is where Allie cheated. Pretty sure that's what happened there. But let's see if we can find the shoe. I don't know. Looks very well painted here. Lots of people here today. I was able to find the shoe. There's the shoe from the movie. It would have been shot from about right there. Here we can see the prices. It's $15.50 for miniature golf, $11.50 for the go-karts. Water bumper boats is $11.50. Disco thrill ride is $9.50. Cannonball Express is $5, so that's what your parking can get. Or a passenger ride ticket is $6. 2-hour unlimited wristband is $29.50. 5-pack is $45.50. There's the famous photo booth. I don't know if that's the original photo booth, probably not, but that's definitely in the movie. Now I gotta see if there's an air hockey machine. That's the next thing to look at. Here they do have an air hockey machine, not as quite the same as the little like hockey puck ones that they show in the movie, but kind of the same. They did show a little bit of air hockey in the movie, so that's kind of cool. So I bought my card that has one little Indy Raceway, so that's what I'm gonna go do is go try the little Indy Raceway. Figure I gotta do something while I'm here. Over on this side is the bumper boats, and I just gotta figure out where the line is for all this stuff. You can see bumper boats, lots of spinning in the bumper boats, classic. And then over here is the raceway. That was that. It was a fun ride here at the Golf and Stuff in Norwalk, California. Quick little laps around the track there. So, of course, in the movie, Daniel decides he needs protection, so he goes to visit his mom at her job, which in the movie is called the Oriental Express Cafe, which is actually in South Hollywood. South Hollywood, of course, is a very hipster place, but in the movie it's very important because it's also where they have the infamous Cobra Kai Dojo. Now we are in North Hollywood, and in North Hollywood is where the original Cobra Kai Dojo was. And here on the left where it says organic coffee is where Daniel LaRusso's mom would work. And that's where, of course, he saw across the street to here, which was the Cobra Kai Dojo, which today is actually a rock shop, but kind of cool. You can still see the checkered floorboards. So that would have been where the restaurant where Daniel LaRusso's mom is. And then here's the front of what was Cobra Kai Dojo, which is now like a rock shop, kind of like, it's called the Moon. It's kind of like a zen place. But you can still see inside, and it still has the checkered board flooring, which is kind of cool. So there you go. The last part of the movie, of course, is the tournament scene. This was done at the Premier American Credit Union Arena, which is also known as the Matadome. The Matadome is home to the Cal State Northridge Matadors, which, by the way, if anyone ever wants to know what kind of belt I'm wearing, I'm sad to say it is not JCPenney's, because JCPenney's closed down where I lived. But that's how it goes.
Okinawa belt mean no need rope, hold up pants.
That's funny.
Daniel-san.
I hope you enjoyed this adventure, visiting some of the original Karate Kid scenes and seeing what they look like back then and seeing what they look like today. If you like this video adventure, please like and subscribe. I definitely need subscribers. It does help the channel out so I can do more adventures like this. And again, thank you for watching. That's the most important part, and we'll see you in the next adventure.
Is the right one?
If come from inside you, always right on. Here. Karate here. Karate never here. Wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand. Breathe up. Yes. Very good. Daniel, don't forget to breathe. Him teacher said, student do. Man who catch fly with chopstick. Accomplish anything.
Teach me?
First learn stand, then learn fly. Balance good, karate good, everything good. Buddha provide. Lose no matter.
No, that's not what I mean.
Hey,